The Sons of Gaddafi. Part 1. The Forgotten First Son. When people talk about Muammar Gaddafi's sons, they remember the generals, the playboys, the men accused of violence, but almost nobody remembers the first son, Muammar Gaddafi, the forgotten first son. As the eldest son of one of Africa's most powerful rulers, many believed Muhammad would one day inherit Libya, but there was one problem. According to those close to the family, Muhammad reportedly had little interest in taking power, while his younger brothers chased influence, military commands, and political ambition. Muhammad preferred to stay away from the spotlight. But don't mistake silence for weakness, because behind the scenes, Muhammad held one of the most important jobs in Libya. He became chairman of the General Posts and Telecommunications Company, the state company responsible for Libya's telecommunications network. In a modern state, controlling communications means overseeing one of its most strategic institutions. Then came 2005, and for the first time, the quiet brother went to war with his own family. His younger half-brother, Mutassim Gaddafi, wanted control of a Coca-Cola bottling plant. The disagreement escalated so badly that it reportedly turned into an armed standoff between the brothers and their loyal security forces. Think about that. The sons of Libya's ruler, pointing weapons at each other over power and control. The crisis reportedly ended only after Muammar Gaddafi himself intervened. It was one of the clearest signs that beneath the image of a united ruling family, rivalries were already growing. Everything collapsed. In February 2011, protests erupted across Libya. Civil war followed. As fighting spread, Libya's internet links to the outside world were cut during the uprising. The state telecommunications company Muhammad chaired became central to the country's communications at one of the most critical moments of the conflict. Then tragedy struck even closer to home. A NATO airstrike killed his half-brother, Saif al-Arab Gaddafi, and one of Muhammad's own children also died in the same strike. Months later, rebel forces entered Tripoli. Muhammad surrendered. Unlike some of his brothers, he wasn't executed. He wasn't forgotten. He was placed under house arrest. Then came one of the most surreal moments of the Libyan civil war. Speaking live to Al Jazeera from captivity, Muhammad calmly told the world he had surrendered and was being treated well. Suddenly, gunfire erupted. The line went dead. For a moment, nobody knew if Muammar Gaddafi's eldest son had just been killed live on television. He hadn't. Soon after, Gaddafi loyalists reached the house and helped him escape. Think about that. If Muhammad was truly just an irrelevant son, why risk a rescue operation during the fall of Tripoli? Days later, he fled Libya with members of the Gaddafi family. After a period in Algeria, he was eventually granted asylum in Oman, and that's where his public story largely disappears. No speeches, no comeback, no army, no campaign for power, just silence. Perhaps that's why history remembers his brothers more than him. But behind every famous dictator, there are family members whose influence is harder to measure. Muhammad Gaddafi may never have wanted to rule Libya, but as the eldest son, the man trusted with one of the country's most strategic institutions, and someone both rebels and loyalists considered important. He was far more than just another forgotten name. Next, in part 2, we tell the story of the son many believed would one day inherit Libya itself. Saif al-Islam Gaddafi.
One of our big mistakes that we delayed buying new weapons, especially from Russia, and we delayed building a strong army because we thought that we will not fight again. The Americans, the Europeans are our friends. We will not fight again. So, not to build a strong and modern army was a big mistake because we thought that we solved our problems and now we are a peaceful country. No WMD anymore, we do business. The legal said this, it was our mistake to be very tolerant with our enemies. So now everybody is blaming you that because of you, because you were tolerant, you were nice with everybody, and now you brought all the enemies from abroad to Libya, and this for example.